Well, I didn't expect to be up here today, but I will visit a little bit about our cross-country team. We have a really young team, and we have one senior on the women's side, one senior on the men's side, and on the men's side we're redshirting, and on the women's side we're redshirting juniors, one junior each on that side. So we're running the senior woman, the senior man, and then sophomores and freshmen on our team, and they are training and racing phenomenally. We were in Boulder for the Rocky Mountain Shootout hosted by University of Colorado on the weekend. Very tough course, and we went up in altitude, which is always negative for distance running. And our kids, both on the men's and women's side, did probably is the best that I've ever seen a team of ours do at that meet. We had 4 men under 29 minutes, which, given the difficulty of the course in the 5 mile, was exceptional. Last year, our men finished 4th there. This year, with more teams, they finished 5th out of 11 teams, I believe, or 10 teams. And the women finished 8th out of 11 teams. The interesting thing about the women, we were without 2 of our top 6. In fact, one of our freshmen, who's finished first for us in the first 2 meets, wasn't able to run. She is nursing a little bit of an injury. And if she had been able to run for us and finish where she has the first 2 meets of the season, we would have been 5th on the women's side as well, out of 11. So, and that's just the smaller schools. I guess when you throw the D1 schools in that mix, our men also beat University of Northern Colorado for the 2nd time this season, which is a D1 school. So we're very pleased with the way they're running. The kids have picked up the running as a pack concept, and they're doing that in practice as well as in meets, and we're just excited for what we're going to get done from here on out. We're in the middle of the season, starting to make a transition towards that final push. We have 3 meets in the next 5 weeks, and these next 2 weekends we have off as far as competition goes. One of the things I'd like to highlight, Brad did a press release late last week, but our men's and women's team are going to do a special fundraiser this Saturday. And it sounds like it's going to be a little cool weather for us, but we are going to try and run the Mickleson Trail relay style. And the women are going to start in Deadwood and run to Hill City, and the men are going to start in Edgemont and run to Hill City, and we're going to meet there. And we've sent out letters to supporters and to family members and friends of each of the team members, and we're asking for a 10-cent a mile donation, which adds up to $10.90. And we're raising this money not to support the team, but the NCAA Division II cross-country coaches have come together, and we want to help Joplin, Missouri, who is the national championship host this year. We want to help them rebuild after the big tornado a couple summers ago, and they're still struggling a little bit with that. And so all the donations that we raise this week will go to that effort. So, questions?
One brief one, Jerry. You laid out a new course this year, didn't you? Talk about that.
We did. I've been eyeing a Founders Park, or also known as Fish Park, here in Rapid City, just off Omaha. I've been eyeing that park for several years, but problem is we couldn't get on the other side of Rapid Creek on the M Hill side to run a course, and the city put a path in over there and another bridge this summer, and so we were able to lay out just a beautiful course. We ran that 2 weekends ago, or a week ago last Friday, dueling Chadron State, and the course laid out probably as well or better than I expected it to. It's a 3 mile for women, a 5 mile for men, and it runs fairly fast for the women. It's a very true 5 mile course for the men. It's got some challenge to it. Our kids negotiated it so well. Probably the best meet we've had all year was that dual meet. Our men happened to run a perfect score against Chadron's men that day, and that's with our red shirt being ahead of our first 5 scorers. So, we're pretty excited about that opportunity too, to use Founders Park for our new home course.